When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking. When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
Take me up! Let's fly! Take me up!
Fighting the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
So dark, so cold. I want to go home.
Huh?
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it. No. Please, Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working!
My friend. Is he any better? Duarte? Oh yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
Wait, what do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others. No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Let's fly!
Hello. How are you tonight? Hopefully you can hear me. I missed this one.
We're back! How are you feeling?
Duarte? How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
I got a gotta put this in. I think I gotta put it in Japanese. I just feel so weird with her voice. It really does. I don't like it.
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's something in the water. You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time.
Okay, that's what we're supposed to do.
Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me.
Okay.
Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. Just like old times. I owe you for this. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way. No. Wait. I failed.
Okay. Oh. Oh no, he's getting suspicious. My dude. That violent coughing ain't caused for you. He wasn't really underwater.
Duarte? Wait. You're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? I'm so sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What the heck? Why was I gliding? You know, I don't know.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me. It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop the abyss.
She is losing it. I can't blame her though.
It will devour everyone. One day, we'll all be reunited in the pit of its stomach. Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than Atoko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
Ion-san, I heard you cured Atoko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra... I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochida doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ion-san. Do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle?
Yeah, I can't wait until Sun comes out.
Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle?
It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 star. No one Genshin. No one Genshin. It's about to be a
When
5 star.
Kuchita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them. Kuchita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear that they could not get over no matter.
But isn't Kuchita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. You're the only family I have left. I won't let anything happen. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior, and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even if she buried it deep within herself, the fear still never left her.
How can we help her?
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you!
What? Please, that's what Lopin gonna do.
I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only family I have left.
Family? If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. Just like what happened to Mom and Dad. But I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward. Still, I have to protect Quali. What should I do?
Kuchita.
Fight it. One more time.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there might still be a few stragglers.
Are we really willing to go out there and fight the Abyss just for this lady?
There's no turning back.
But okay.
I have to face it. Even if it will devour me whole.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone!
Whoa! Sorry, that noise. Crazy.
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world. But I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire,
The smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter...
Alright.
Stay away from my brother!
Locked on! Bullseye!
Open fire! I can do this. I have to do this.
Feel the echoes of the valley! Everybody stand up! Yoo-hoo! Go away!
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them, but...
She's back to normal!
Kuchita!
What just happened? That is... quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe I never made any progress at all.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm gonna get...
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and I finally feel like myself again. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just...
I'll keep you company.
I'm about to go off track. Oh, what? Okay, I guess makes sense. See who's standing. Wait. No. Okay. This could be one. Okay. What? What? Is? Oh my voice! Not letting me get at the character. Let's try this again.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
Tic Tac. Uh-oh. Okay. That's cool. Am I tripping? Why not put that? Why not supposed to put that rock there? What? What am I supposed to do? Am I tripping? Is there another thing I could get on here? Am I tripping? Okay.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Okay. This part right here I'm not understanding of. What am I supposed to do? What? say like he wants his food. Yeah, I think I'm tripping. Hey, what? Hold up. This might be a thing I have to look up. This is, ugh, this is so annoying. What the heck? Okay. uh, yo, alright, so I just looked up a video, right? For some reason. Oh my lord. I did that earlier? What? Wow, okay. That's some BS, y'all. I swear I put that in the corner before and I did that.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
I always feel like 20 minutes doing that.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Okay, so it was black man. That's good. Okay. I. Oh Lord. Okay. Going back to the Archon quest. I've done that.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess he really can do the impossible.
Honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon plat. We only found a solution this time because you kept her cool and took control. Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything? Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice to— You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is giving other people—
Ian-san! Bad news! Occult Land is out of control!
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right. Koichi's not...
What are you doing, Occult Land? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job. Fight until the very end. Careful! He's not himself! Occult Land! Abyss! Get out of my tribe! Mom, Dad, Archon.
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters, give me my family back! Look, Occult Land! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to...
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
Oh, Coatland.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Oh, crap. Oh, hey, what's up?
Huh?
What's up, my boy?
That voice, it's...
Hey.
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option.
The draft of lucidity?
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst! Hurry! He's away!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing everything you fought so...
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What are you doing here? My head hurts. I just had this...
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son.
Just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished. They remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, I prefer to leave all that in the past. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions,
Wait, Like, Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Papa wants...
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the... Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people.
Okay, do you not? Thank you.
If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean.
Oh, face reveal?
The ruler of death
No
can
face
freely define the form of death.
Oh wow, you gonna do us like this?
Or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist.
Dang, that's crazy.
But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Oh, did something happen?
Oh, okay.
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
Yep, that man dipped out.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Right? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, sorry. All over like that. Okay. I know that, what's it called? I know that Kenichi's side and get towards back. Yeah. Yep. Sparks on the faces, yo.
Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo! Everyone's here!
Reunited at last. Did you miss us? I brought candy and cookies to share.
Of course we missed you! Ooh, you brought Source crackers too?
Ah, just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
Yo, they did so good with Solani's fucking character
It's the
design.
same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Huh. To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah. Okay. The progress looks good.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name.
Nope.
All right, then to start things off...
Hold on. Remember?
Oh, right. I am, Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why?
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
I bet you just like that's how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough lore to pay for her... So basically you want us to...
Oh, don't worry. This should...
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave.
Yeah, true enough.
But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about it. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland for quite a while already, doesn't it? You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about...
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen? Is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest.
But Paimon's not from now.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, you're... Sorry, Traveler. I just need... Paimon gave us a lot, whew, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed...
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue, and when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Mawika, and Natlan as a whole...
Okay. I would expect them to be a little longer.
I'll need the Pilgrim's Chronicle back when I'm... I hope everything will go well. I swear. Even...
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I need to put like an 8. Yeah, because there was a lot more harder than I thought. They have done a little bit more exploring.
Let's fly.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Take me up!
I'm not so much out. Or see if there's some chests on here. That's all.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo and going in!
Letting brave names echo! Fire in the hole!
Yoo-hoo! Let's fly! Bullseye! Bullseye! Locked on! Bullseye! Bullseye! Ah!
Nice, I got a chest for that. Am I nice shot? Not really, no.
The show begins!
Oh, is it underwater? Oh, it is. Okay. I'm assuming you have to do a quest to drain this water. Alright, never mind. Never mind.
May I present?
Wow. Man, I could have wanted that. We can do, we can do just this.
Huh? What's that sound? See? Oh no! Why is she crying? Should we go check on her? You know, just in case she's thinking of doing something stupid.
I'd leave her be.
Oh, girl, where you popping from?
The warriors of the Flower Feather Clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems...
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for the sky. However despondent she might feel now, I'm confident she'll get, well, In the Flower Feather Clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders, but it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaurs. Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt, but unfortunately she didn't pass. So it's not hard to see why she's so upset. Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying test and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled from the tribe?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warriors. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. Just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that. Yeah, people from my tribe call to their Saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flight, but the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only going to hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby,
Fair enough.
just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you...
Koyer still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge her in the right direction.
I'll mess with it.
What if we could get a Kukasaur to fly up to her?
Oh, I would. Cannot mess with that baby. Just it's kind of messed up, I'll be honest. Nothing with this lady's feelings.
It's a Kukasaur. Oh my gosh. Is this really happening? I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers. Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers. Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Hey! Wait! Wait!
That's kind of... Yo, that's so messed up.
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check.
Oh. Shouldn't do that in the first place. Go home.
Chaska! I summoned a Kukasaur! Although, unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a fly.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it.
You're right. You know, I almost thought about
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? These are my, You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you. What do you mean up and coming? Anyway, we haven't met before, have we?
Maybe you saw him in the stadium? Or anywhere, really. He's been all over Natlan lately, so it's not...
If you say so.
Koyer, Chaska. Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Redo them? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected. So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate performance. This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize unreservedly. I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least I could do.
Oh, okay.
Chaska, these people you're with, are they the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself in Natlan. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
Hospitality? Oh, that includes food, right?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
Yo, I'm done with Paimon, y'all.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
The Flower Feather Clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets...
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to enter?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the Obsidian Totem Pole later.
Okay.
Alright, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and at that Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call. That was your doing, wasn't it?
Oh,
I grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. His whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. So I figure you must have been pulling the strings somehow.
Got him.
He looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride, so I whistled to give him a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh? It's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to myself. You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good. I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good.
Dang.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised? They're fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
Combat training? A little young for that, aren't they?
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan. And even though times have changed, we've kept our martial spirit alive.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Chaska, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary?
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a cuckoosaur. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Mr. Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Mr. Traveler! My family shop makes the best volcano cake. You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to meet Elder Alpa in a few minutes anyway. Kotini, instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? And Yatlan. Easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Okay.
Can't believe we're not really. No.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard your name. This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hands. She said to think of it as an apology.
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
Well, that's good. Yatlan will be thrilled.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more... aloof, maybe?
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, there was a period when I was like that. Around the time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a stalemate that can only... Yep, exactly. As long as other options are available, I try to avoid that at all costs. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue actually benefits both sides, even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're both armed to the teeth.
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. Gotta dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Wait, are you running away?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
What kind of beef you got with this?
Trust Chaska to make even running away sound...
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay? I'll explain everything later.
She was like, why? Got everything. But I was like, yeah,
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the Traveler and Paimon. I heard Chaska was with you, but I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Sorry, who are you?
Who am I? Only her father. She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it. But she's already missed 3 checkups this year. That's 3 out of 4.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. She got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her birth parents abandoned her. It's lucky those wild cuckoosaurs found her when they did, or she wouldn't have made it. They took her under their wing and raised her as one of their own. Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. But she was practically feral at that point. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight. Or she'd run away to be with the Saurians.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the only one who can control it. Anyway, she's much more human these days.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She seems pretty stable to Paimon. She's probably only avoiding the checkups because she thinks it'll stop you guys from worrying about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. She knows she needs to be careful. If her condition ever took a turn for the worse, she wouldn't be brushing it aside like this. It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the Abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine. The problem with her is, she's her own worst enemy. She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it. That's why she's avoiding the checkups. She wants to hide it from us.
Yeah, Paimon can see her doing that.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her. Now Koichi's gone, and I don't want to lose another daughter. Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow. Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for me. Even if she doesn't want to hear it. If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore, that's fine. I just want her to stop putting herself in harm's way.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should be back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right? Hey, Chaska! Hey, Alba!
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say? I was sometimes a little impulsive back then.
That's putting it mildly.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in. Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior of the Flower Feather clan.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now. Renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Ashkanatlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part! They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has...
Yo, my lord, yo.
Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alpa? Something's come up.
Oh, say it with your chest. Come on.
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up. Not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to Eyes on the Feathered Prize. And Junon spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
I don't know why, but I thought the news was that the one lady went off to do something dangerous. That's what I thought it was. I don't know why.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with my life nowadays.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials. Huh? Mutoda?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days. I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future for a seasoned warrior like you.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach the skies. Handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react, the looks on their faces, that's enough for me.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, no problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
Oh my lord.
Let's fly.
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life like it's a game. No Kukasaur's ever going to approve of that, no matter how many times I try.
Waskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurs wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a few more games of Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
You used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaur's approval.
Are all Kukasaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and Eyes on the Feathered Prize seem pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences. So we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Even if it means breaking their hearts.
Yeah, that's fair, safety and all that. So I can understand why Kukasaurians are like that. Because they're just like, hey, listen, I'm not ready to die, and I'm sure not about to kill you.
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Ochkanatlan again?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
The flying squad is hosting retrials again soon. Wanna give it another try?
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already that I've decided to call it quits for good. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass just because they're holding another trial.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother than before. Koyer's gonna try again.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions. Like you and Elder Alpa.
Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? Chaska? I guess they told you already then.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
What? Why? But you've always looked... She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you?
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again.
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. All right, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor?
I mean...
Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up in the air and figure it out as we go.
Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another, and so, but sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction and...
Okay.
We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far.
Okay. I think that's what that was.
Giddy up!
Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now. How are things looking here?
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by repeat abyss invasions. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. But that's proving difficult to achieve in practice, for all sorts of reasons.
Yo, her country accent is so heavy. Holy crap.
Why don't you head on down and check things out for yourself? Feel free to ask the staff for more details.
I like how nobody else has like an accent. So you got her, just her country accent is so heavy.
Off we go!
Hey! Monsters!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Oh, brilliant! Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil! Time to shine!
Oh, okay. I was wondering what happened. Why can't I switch back? Because they said that. I don't think they have her, like... away. Constantly see okay. No wonder. My Chaska is a little bit better with the crit rank, crit damage, but constellation wise, yeah.
I thought I was done for.
I would like to go. I'm mad at that.
Take me up!
How strange. Why is there so much solid phlogiston here?
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes. Maybe it got swept up here due to the ley line disturbances? And I did see those strange markings on the cliff.
I can't think of a way to resolve this. Short of... How strange.
Well, could be from...
I can't think...
Okay, wait, where's now?
Take me up!
Oh, are you here to help? Thank goodness. There's no way I could do all this by myself. So the blockage here has to be cleared using a special bomb. But carrying explosives up that steep slope would be a recipe for disaster. If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan was to transport the bomb to the other side, then send it over in a hot air balloon. All I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout. What do you think? Simple enough. Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. Or how they got it up so high. I just wish I could fly up there and check out what kind of tech they're using. Ah, well. Getting the trial arena back in order is more... I'll head over and set up now. All right! Get ready!
The gaseous phlogiston is being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have been unblocked. Let's head back up.
Wow, you took care of everything in no time? Now we just have to... Huh? But you...
All the more reason to have me test it out. Think of it as an...
I guess you're right.
The conditions in this area...
All right,
so
I'll get things set up for you. Just let me know.
What happened? Why am I dead? What? Chaska! What happened?
Are you ready? This should be... All right.
Let's not talk about just us. I don't know why I died there.
That was amazing. Paimon couldn't take her eyes off you.
No, nothing major. Give it a few days, and we should be able to conduct the trials.
Help! Help me! You're from the Flower Feather clan, right? Please, come quick, you've got to...
Catch your breath first.
We got attacked by a Kukusaur. My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting.
Huh? Are Kukusaurs really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups of people unprovoked?
Not in my experience, but there are exceptions to every rule. Let's go check it out.
And Francesca's back to life. Thank God. I don't know what the heck happened to Just hit real quick. Drop it. Y'all look like they just have like this cowboy music in the background.
Let's fly.
Ouch! I've never seen such an aggressive Kukusaur.
Tasca?
Elder Alba? Huh. So, where's this aggressive Kukusaur we've heard about?
Already flew away. Looks like it backed off once it realized that reinforcements were coming.
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place? Was it after the food?
No. These merchants are even transporting food.
Ah! Thank goodness! The phlogiston wings are intact!
Phlogiston wings.
Thank you so much for coming to our rescue. These phlogiston wings are our most prized goods. If anything happened to them, it would ruin us.
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us? Wormy told me.
Yeah, that's us. So I take it you're Elder Ulpa?
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey. Not to mention shaking up from the attack. Let me bring you back to our tribe to rest. We can talk business after you've recovered.
But Elder Ulpa, what about the Kukusaur attack?
Well, our guests here weren't seriously injured, and their goods are intact. Perhaps that Kukusaur was just having a bad day. There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly, how are the preparations for the flying trials going? Is everything in order over at the arena?
Huh? Did you say flying trials? What a coincidence! Sounds like a perfect use case for our phlogiston wings. You'll be pleasantly surprised by what they can do.
Oh, really? Now I'm intrigued.
Oh, she has an animal vision. Oh, crap. Is she gonna be a... I can't answer that.
Well then, let's forget all about this Kukusaur attack for now.
She could be like a playable character. Cause I like how they just showing a vision off like that.
Huh?
So that's it? That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we'd better get going.
A blood-stained feather.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, they probably attacked the Sorens. Okay. Huh? Excuse you? Why did Chaska die? Wait, what?
The Flower Feather Clan should be a...
Shh, Paimon, sure. Chat, you saw that, right? I'm not tripping. What the heck happened? Why did she... Huh? Yo, Genshin, it's a bug with your game. It's what? No, that wouldn't make sense. I'm so confused by that. Be careful. Yo, watch. Oh my lord.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. You came.
I would be so mad if she died again because of that one little drop.
Yep, and it looks like we made it just in time. Although, can't say the same for the Cuckoosaurs.
Yeah, you'll see why soon enough.
All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, fly!
Whoa! We're really flying! I feel light as a feather. I'm flying without a Cuckoosaur.
These phlogiston wings are awesome.
What's going on? Paimon can barely believe her eyes. How did they fly all on their own?
The merchants we ran into that day were selling a product called phlogiston wings.
Call them jetpacks. That's basically what they are. They're legit jetpacks at that point. But let's doing my ass. That is jetpacks.
It's a flying machine worn on the back. To operate it, you just use a handheld trackball that controls the flow of gaseous phlogiston.
That's incredible.
Yeah. If our tribe, well, if Natlan mass adopted this technology, it would revolutionize our mobility and responsiveness in times of crisis. Just think of the countless tragedies that could be averted.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
But that's
Did I really just fly on my own without the help of a Cuckoosaur? You'd better believe it. Plus, you just passed a flying trial. Right, Elder Alpa?
Elder Alpa?
Should this really count as a pass if we did the trial using phlogiston wings?
Why not? The scoring rubric is about flying performance. It doesn't specifically say you have to ride a Cuckoosaur, does it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, even Chaska had to ride a Cuckoosaur in her trial, right? And the whole point of the trial is to test both your flying technique and your ability to work with a Saurian companion.
Well, if we can fly by ourselves, maybe we don't need to test the ladder anymore.
I don't know about that.
Chaska, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this new invention?
Right? That's what I think too.
I agree that they have strategic value. But I don't think it makes any sense to evaluate candidates by the current testing standards if they're using phlogiston wings.
Why? Shunan finally mustered the courage to go through with this. And now you're saying it doesn't count?
Because, oh my lord, lady, listen. It's about to throw a whole hissy fit.
I don't have any experience using these wings in battle. Nor is it immediately obvious how to incorporate them into the existing systems in our tribe. Taking a longer-term perspective, I think we need to start by getting thoroughly acquainted with how these things work. Then we can develop a new trial format with new assessment criteria, tailored to candidates using the phlogiston wings.
You all raise valid points. But Chaska, while your proposal sounds perfectly reasonable, it would probably take years to put it into practice. We lost so many people in that war. These phlogiston wings could be exactly what we need to strengthen our forces and boost morale in this trying time.
Oh, I feel bad for the Saurians, y'all, because they're getting replaced by fucking jetpacks.
And as for real-world battle experience, there will be plenty of opportunities to gain that. I have high hopes for you, Junon.
Huh? Hey, stop staring into space! Say thank you!
Oh, thank you.
You have nothing to thank me for. Remember, the way you got your wings back was by relying on yourself.
Oh, Elder Alpa! Bad news! Cuckoosaurs are attacking the merchants again!
Again? Okay, everyone, stay put while I...
Huh? Chaska!
Oh, and she gone.
Why did Chaska rush off like that? And then Elder Alpa and the others too? Anyway, let's go see what this is all about.
She knows something up. She knows things just not be attacking like that. No! Don't kill me. Please don't. Don't try that, kills me.
Oh, it's back! It found us again! Run!
and get... Curses. She's really riled up this time. Hey! Stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings! Get back here and let's fight!
That is not a smart idea.
Stop! All of you!
Chaska! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of that thing! What's going on?
So it really is you, sister.
Wait, sister? That Kukusaur is Chaska's sister?
Oh. Oh, man.
Koya, wait!
She not flew off.
Is Chaska gonna be okay? Should we go check on her? Chaska?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. No point. She's an expert at hiding her tracks. Once she's shaken you off, you'll never catch up to her. At least, I always used to lose to her at hide-and-seek when we were kids. Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukusaurs. Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest together. Her name's Koya, and she's my big sister. We played together all the time, chasing each other through treetops or mountaintops. It felt like it would go on that way forever. Until the day I was sent back to live with the humans. Not all Kukusaurs are friendly towards people. Koya, for instance, she's fine with me because we grew up around each other, but she's not fond of other humans. When Mom decided to send me away, Koya strongly protested, and after I left, she became more and more reluctant to interact with humans.
Maybe she thinks that humans stole you away from her.
It's a possibility, but in any case, we still stayed best friends at first. I had a hard time adjusting to life in the tribe. So whenever something went wrong, I'd run off into the wild and vent to Koya.
Ah, so that's what Uncle Cusco was talking about. He said you seemed to prefer hanging out with Saurians to your own kind back then.
Yeah, I did. But then, gradually, everything changed. With a new mom and dad, a new tribe, and Koichi, I started getting curious about these humans. I made an effort to understand their behavior.
Like you're not just one.
And then, one day, it was Koya's turn to leave the nest. She sought me out and asked if I was willing to leave the tribe and go live in the wilderness with her. As far as I can remember, that was the first time she ever approached a human settlement on purpose.
So, how did you answer her?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd said yes. No, I was torn. On the one hand, I'd already made up my mind to embrace my new family and accept my human identity. But I also knew that Koya wasn't a fan of humans, and I didn't want to disappoint her. She took my hesitation as an answer. She saw it as a personal betrayal, threw a huge fit, and then flew off. We hadn't seen each other since, well, until today. Not for a lack of trying, though. I tried asking Mom where Koya's new nest was so I could talk things out with her. But Koya had already asked Mom not to tell me where she'd moved to. It must be hard for Mom, being stuck between her two daughters. So I didn't press the issue. And I didn't go looking for her. If things carry on like this, I need to make sure I find her before anyone else. Even if she doesn't want to see me. For now, let's bring the wounded back to the tribe. And see what Mutota and Elder Alba have in mind.
Yo, she got beef with these people. Yo, she's like, fuck you, humans. And I'm like, fuck you, Jessica. That's crazy.
So, I hear there's been another Kukusaur attack.
Ha! I knew it! They're wild animals, and they can't be trusted.
Sir, please.
Hey, show a little respect. The Kukusaurs are our partners.
Maybe in the flying squad, but they don't give a hoot about the rest of us.
Well, now that we have the phlogiston wings, Do we even need the Kukasaurs anymore?
Are you kidding? How are we supposed to protect our tribe without them?
I didn't mean it like that.
Huh? Protect our tribe? Or are you just scared that your precious flying squad will lose its prestigious position?
You take that back!
Things are changing so quickly.
Chaska, there's a conflict emerging there. Aren't you going to nip it in the bud?
The whole tribe's talking about this now. Breaking up a single fight won't solve anything. The real source of conflict here is the phlogiston wings. And what happened with Koya.
On any other day, people would just brush this attack aside. After all, clashes between wild Kukasaurs and humans are no more common than those between people.
But now that the phlogiston wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City. Back then, Lord Ochkon's hatred of the Saurians nearly destroyed the peace forged by the Pyro Archon, Chaska. To prevent things from deteriorating further, I'd like to task you with restoring peace to the tribe.
I will.
Traveler, you've already done so much for Natlan, and the Flower Feather clan has no right to ask more of you. Looks like I was making a mountain out of a molehill.
And don't forget about Paimon. Just leave this out.
This whole situation has unfolded so quickly that it's put us on a back foot. To tell the truth, it makes me a little suspicious.
You think someone might have orchestrated all this?
It's possible. Also, Chaska, could you try to keep a low profile while you're out there digging around? We don't want to give our hand away.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so where should we start?
This all began with Koya's attacks. If we can find out what led her to do it, that should give us something to work with. Unlikely. Given how she reacted when I showed up, I don't think she's forgiven me. If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator. Let's go see my mom.
Where is your... Why? Oh my lord. Okay.
Open fire!
That's not what I meant to.
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a child?
Mm-hmm. When I was little, we used to do this thing where I'd jump from the top of this tree, and Koya would fly over from the platform and catch me in midair.
That sounds dangerous.
Or sometimes we'd both fly from the treetop together, and then after some aerial maneuvering, she'd throw me up onto that platform. After we got a bit older, we went to the nearby shores looking for even greater heights.
Ah! Stop! You're gonna give Paimon a heart attack!
Oh, really? I just thought it made a fun story. Then I'll share more with you when there's time.
Oh, is that the mom?
Hey, Mama Bird. I'm back. My last visit was only a week ago, wasn't it? See? I visit you more than I visit Papa Cusco. I brought a couple of friends with me. These are the Traveler and Paimon. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. Her name is Chimpu. In the human tongue, anyway.
Hi!
No, not really. I don't speak it as such, but I can sort of get the gist. Although only with Mom and Koya, since I spent my formative years with them. Even then, it's basically a best guess based on their sounds, body language, and expressions. Seems to work about 9 times out of 10. Anyway, as for whether Mom understands me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still manage to communicate. Call it the family bond, I guess. Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think Koya might be in some trouble. I know she's never been a fan of humans, but she's never deliberately attacked them before either. What's behind this sudden change?
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Koya hasn't visited her in a long time. Then, could you please tell me where she's living nowadays? I really need to talk to her. If this animosity between her and the tribe continues, then the next time there's an incident, I don't know if I'll make it there in time. She said she'll take us there. Thank you, Mom.
That's far. Oh my lord. Okay.
Let's fly!
This might be.
Strike a pose! May I present?
Yeah, I'm so glad I have Rena since I can do this. Walking. That's gonna be a while before we get it.
How brilliant! May I present? How brilliant! This is a really remote location. Guess she was trying to get as far away from humans as possible.
Oh, is that a strider?
We stay here? Okay. Got it. Traveler. Paimon. Mom says we should stay out of sight for now. She'll talk to Koya first. Koya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up unannounced, it might just make things worse.
Any idea what they're saying?
Sounds like things are more complicated than I imagined. There's evidence in this area suggesting that Koya might have been the victim of a human attack.
Oh, crap.
No! It's Chime, Koya's child. The attackers kidnapped her.
Oh, shit.
They came over the sea, under the cover of night, and they took Chime.
What the heck? Who would do such a thing?
Oh.
I searched day and night, and finally found them.
Oh, yeah! T'Pol's contraption is working like a charm! Got her in one!
Hey, there's another one! Wait, is that the one that got away last time? Who cares? Just get them all! T'Pol pays us per catch!
Oh, yeah, of course it was them. Not that shocking. They're trying to make money. They didn't want the Swordians on anymore. Oh, man, she kind of split.
Joska? How do you get here? Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, Phlogiston Wings!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned!
This is bad. Mom and Koya are already injured. And if that thing explodes right next to them...
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone...
Get back!
It's still going!
Guess we need a more permanent solution.
That was too close. I thought I was gonna die.
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Koya before?
I am...
Well, she says it was you. Just tell me, who sent you here?
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild Kukasaurs we can find. And he also said that this Kukasaur has become a thorn in his side, so he needs dealing with urgently.
T'Pol? Huh. Sounds familiar. But where from?
Well, he tends to send his orders in writing. He pretty much never communicates with us in person. When he does, he wears a mask to hide his face. And whenever we trade Kukasaurs for Phlogiston Wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make those wings?
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're imported.
To make it harder to trace their origins.
I don't...
Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head?
No need. T'Pol doesn't tell us much. But he always stresses that he wants them alive. This is just a best guess, of course. But we suspect that the gaseous phlogiston stored in the trackballs is drawn directly from the Kukasaurs.
What?
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly refined in order to power the phlogiston wings. The slightest imperfection can have disastrous consequences, as you just witnessed. But the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston. So, if you use them as an intermediary, then...
That's enough. So the Kukasaurs you took, where are they now?
I should let the bird whoop your ass right now for taking her baby and shit. That's crazy.
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows where he's based, apart from him and his henchmen. We've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times. But we always end up losing track of them.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding up in the sky?
T'Pol.
Jaska, Traveler.
How the hell you know he was over here? What?
That voice! It's Oppa!
What? How did you even know he was over here? That's crazy.
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of an explosion.
Oh.
What's going on? I don't believe it.
Elder Alba, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you? I feel like I've seen it written down before. Maybe in a list of candidates for the flying trials?
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Huh? So he's a member of your tribe?
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather Clan, I'd definitely know him.
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying trials once. You were away on a mission at the time, which is probably why you don't remember him. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies. So he wanted to join our flying squad.
The Children of Echoes? That's rare.
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately failed to pass the trial and gain the Kukusaur's approval. In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the Children of Echoes.
Wingless, huh? Maybe he invented the phlogiston wings to get revenge on the Kukusaur.
Perhaps. Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing with his regrets over his past flying endeavors.
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the Kukusaurs. I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe.
Easy, Chaska. Remember, the ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with Kukusaurs is only speculation. Bringing these men to the tribe now won't win over any current supporters of the phlogiston wings. In fact, it may even escalate the conflict further. After all, many are mistrustful of the Kukusaurs after recent events.
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukusaurs and slip some mora to anyone opposed to them, but...
But Koya only attacked humans because they stole her child!
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Unless we have irrefutable evidence. Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, leave these men with me. I'll take the other members of their crew into custody, too. They won't get another chance to stir up trouble.
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is gonna be the key to resolving this conflict. Let's hope... Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation before it spirals out of control. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
That's cool. I mean, I always knew it was dumb, but... Oh, if you worry about falling, take care of myself. Oh, okay.
So Alpa says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how do we track him down? Just ask around until we find him?
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is...
Shilonen.
Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Yep.
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second. I'll come down.
What are you doing up in a tree like this? The heck? Can't see you.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther. I don't usually stop for a nap.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day. Yeah. So, you've come all this way and interrupted my precious nap time. Might I inquire as to, why?
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait. Does the name T'Pol mean anything to you? He's a craftsman, apparently.
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think that's Puma's child. Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you looking for him? Phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like, no more rest for me today.
Pulled it off? You mean he's tried making something like this before?
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine right after he got back from the Flower Feather clan.
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this flying machine anything like the gun you made me?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukasaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly freely, even if they're not naturally gifted. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. I never really kept up with him after that. His parents traveled a lot in their youth and only returned to the tribe after he was born. But they settled in a remote area and don't interact with other people much, which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. Your best bet is to chat to his direct family. I'll, go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I won't be long. I'm back. Allow me to introduce T'Pol's mother, Puma.
Hello, we're...
Oh, save the pleasantries. I don't want to spend any longer talking about that boy than I have to.
Okay, relax yourself.
I disowned him long ago. He is no child of mine.
That's crazy. You disowning your own kid is wild.
All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. Oh, we tried to talk sense into him, but he was obsessed.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky to avoid the constant criticism of us ground dwellers.
Ground dwellers is wild.
He left his notebook behind. Whatever questions you have, you can look for them in there. I am done talking about him. He's no son of mine. He never called me Mom anyhow.
Oh, that's sad, actually.
Wow, they've really fallen out. Paimon sure wasn't expecting that.
It has to be that air balloon that we seen earlier, though.
Her husband, T'Pol's father, he passed away recently, and T'Pol didn't even bother to show his face at the funeral. If you ask me, that was probably the final straw for Puma.
Makes sense.
I'll go keep her company. If there's anything else you need, just come and find me.
Thank you.
Not showing up to your own father's thing is crazy.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we've got now, right? What's in there?
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it's definitely a balloon.
Some early designs for the phlogiston wings, and some theorizing about an airborne Ochkanatlan, the Cinder City. Looks like that's where he got his technological inspiration from.
So, was he serious about the workshop in the sky? But that's such a big project for one person. Oh, yes. The one from the trial arena that was super high up.
That balloon has been there for a while, and everyone's been wondering how it got up there, but what if that's the wrong question? What if it started off even higher up, above the clouds and out of view, and it only descended to its current height due to some kind of malfunction?
Part of T'Pol's workshop?
Seems likely. If T'Pol's base had been hiding above the clouds this whole time, that would definitely explain why Isidore couldn't find it.
I totally called it! But how do we get up there? Jessica, can you even fly that high?
By myself? Possibly. But with a passenger, no chance. I doubt even phlogiston wings could take you up that high. At least, not without that relic DePaul mentioned in his notebook.
Yeah, and he's probably holding on to it. We'll have to find another way. Nope. That's way beyond Paimon's altitude. Also, would you really expect Paimon to go up there and take on DePaul by...
Let's not worry. Just because we can't think of a solution doesn't mean no one else can. I'm not the only flying expert in my tribe, you know.
Oh, good point.
And Mutoda. He was quite the flying ace back in the day, too. Let's head back and see what...
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I was like, yo, if they could never find that base, he was definitely not balloon about this. It was so shy, wasn't it?
No more Kukusaurs. We want phlogiston wings.
Chaska, you're finally back. Things are getting really tense in the tribe. Have you made any headway with your investigation?
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing between us and the irrefutable evidence we need.
A relic from the Cinder City? So Ochcon's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
An airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial arena. And that's where you're trying to get to now? Neither phlogiston wings nor a Kukusaur can take you that high up. Do you really think that's where T'Pol is hiding?
You know what? There might just be a way.
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? When they were all blocked, the gaseous phlogiston was trapped and unable to flow. But now, it's flowing freely. If we were to block them up again...
You mean all of them except the one at the very top of the arena? To build up the pressure there?
Precisely. With all the gaseous phlogiston flowing through one spout, it would create a high-pressure wind current.
And then we just ride it up into the sky!
Yes. It has its risks, but with Chaska's abilities, I think she could manage it.
It's an extremely risky approach. But I agree that it's feasible.
If you want to give it a try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can explain how to block the spout, Chaska. If anyone has a hope of seizing this evidence from the high heavens, it is you.
Goodness me, that is a very bold idea.
Maybe so, but we have to act fast. What's the quickest way for us to block off the spouts?
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements and carefully planning this out first. But I'm guessing that's not what you want to hear. Then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid phlogiston over there? Our prior inspections revealed that some kind of stable structure has formed. It's not without its weak points. But unless they're all struck at the same time, the structural integrity won't be threatened.
So, what happens if we do strike them all at once?
It'll collapse.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle, the solid phlogiston will fall.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my kind of plan.
Okay. So, how are we doing?
Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout!
Open fire!
Koya can give you a lift. She's actually been following us this whole time.
Wow, Paimon didn't notice at all.
Well, probably because she didn't want to get too close to humans. Or maybe just me.
Whoa, you didn't even have to summon her.
Yes, up there. All right, let's go have a little talk.
Yeah. Haven't ever flown that fast before.
Aha. Just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, but up close, it's clearly been heavily remodeled. And sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because I should be able to figure it out with DePaul's notebook. Mm-hmm. That should just about do it.
Maybe that works on your guns, but, huh?
Man, I built a whole ass fucking city.
Here it is! The workshop in the sky! Makes you wonder why DePaul even bothers with phlogiston wings when he has tech like this.
Well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Cinder City. Also, I have some doubts about its mobility after seeing how it moved just now. For someone like DePaul who dreams of flying freely, this definitely doesn't cut it.
But if he's got that relic, he should be able to make a set of prototype wings for himself, right? Why bother making a whole flying workshop so he can mass produce them? But this doesn't add up. If he's already achieved the power of flight, then he must have bigger dreams we don't know about.
With any luck, we'll find.
Okay.
Cuckoosaurs! Seems like... Why won't it fly away like the others?
She's still breathing, but by the looks of it, DePaul was using these cages to extract phlogiston from the Kukasaurs. Once a Kukasaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. We'll have to come back for these ones after dealing with DePaul. Let me see. Looks like a record of his phlogiston research. Log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne workshop. Even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply, I've at least taken the first step. Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production very soon. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention: the phlogiston wings. I think I'm getting close. Soon, I will achieve my dreams. Log number 377. Encountered some issues with the new, smaller model phlogiston wings. The gaseous phlogiston showed some volatility during the refinement process. Thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace with the refinement experiments. Log number 114. Ran an experiment using Kukasaurs to refine gaseous phlogiston. Log number 117. I've started recruiting merchants and hunters to capture wild Kukasaurs. Log number 121. Major breakthrough in the efficiency.
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Yeah, probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook. Guess he has a benefactor.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly...
We haven't got time for textual analysis.
Yeah, we really don't. Ask him.
Huh. Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot.
Okay, get up again. Up again. Just get up again.
What are they doing here?
It's T'Pol's henchmen. He must have brought them here using the relic in his prototype wings. Watch out! Locked on! Bullseye! Yeah!
The way you have to get off her gun so. I don't like it. But that's the side, I guess.
Hey, look here! More of T'Pol's notes!
Log number 403. Introduced me to some new comrades who fully support my ideas. I told them that some Saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on longingly as they seize the sky. But I also told them that progress can erase individual difference. I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. I only hope that when we finally achieve this goal, we'll be proud of.
Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. Yes, what a wonderful world that would be. If only it were possible. We could respond faster, and so many tragedies could be prevented. But T'Pol, what about the Saurians you're draining dry of phlogiston? You're not sharing the sky. You're stealing. Bad move. I won't let you get away with it. I'm fine. Let's keep moving. All right. Take me up. Locked on. Bullseye.
Okay, I need you to get off the gun. Oh my god, I hate.
Locked on.
No. Please let me get the chest. I don't like how she has to get off her thing. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong. It's just how she has to get off her freaking gun. It's so annoying. It's killing me sometimes.
I can't believe he captured so many Kukasaurs. But right now, we have to focus on solving this problem at the source. Looks like we've reached the center of the workshop.
And still no sign of Koya's baby!
Let's search this area for now.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
Log number 428. We decided to restart the experiments on phlogiston refinement, but without telling. This is the final obstacle to the success of the Phlogiston Wings project. We cannot fall at the last hurdle. Log number 436. Earlier today, suggested using Kukasaurs as an intermediary to extract refined fluid. Anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds, I'm sure won't bring it up again. Log number 443. We will conduct the experiment tomorrow. But birthday is coming up, so hopefully we'll have a birthday surprise for her. Log number 444.
Huh? Why is this log empty?
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
Log number 0. We lost many comrades in the accident. Among them are friends, lovers, and children. But we cannot stop now. We will keep their legacy alive and carry their dream. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston extraction from live. They are arrogant beasts whose existence in the wild serves no one but themselves. Their true worth lies in their sacrifice for the... To facilitate our operations, we will gradually move the airborne workshop closer to the Flower Feather clan, even as we... All this we do to create a world where the skies are for all of humanity to... All this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kinda sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook. It's from Puma.
T'Pol, I don't know where you are right now, so I don't know how to reach you. My best bet is to send this letter to the Flower Feather clan. Your father is gravely ill. Oh, I know we've had our differences in the past, but he is still your father. I know you never liked him and cared even less for me. All you ever yearned for is the sky. And your birth mother. But we'll still be waiting here for you if you do come back.
So Puma's not T'Pol's real mom? Huh. Well, she did say he never called her mom, but I'm gonna assume she was just venting.
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. By contrast, the writing in this notebook is old and faded. It looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself. If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why T'Pol always yearned for the sky, it all points to one answer.
That's right. T'Pol was my child. He was born during my days as a wingless wanderer. His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless, wingless nobody.
No freaking shot. What? This is the biggest twist. What?
But his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe.
That's crazy. So it's been heard
We
out
fought
all
about
the
it
time?
constantly, until the love we once had for each other was gone. He started a new family, with another traveler who was also looking to return home. And I went back to the Flower Feather clan.
Yo, what? I didn't even suspect her. That's crazy.
I had no idea that despite being raised among the children of echoes, my child still harbored dreams of the skies. Can you imagine, Chaska? The joy and surprise I felt when he showed up at my door, asking to join the flying trials. Or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his own worth, rather than relying on my position as elder. And then the anguish that overcame me when he was rejected by the Kukasaurs and became wingless, just as I had after my injury.
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face here.
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I'm not here for a fight. I trust you've learned of T'Pol's wish on your way here. A world where the skies are for all of humanity to share. If only his dream can be realized, no one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess will be greater than ever before. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated. So tell me, Chaska, do you really wish to see the phlogiston wings forever grounded and gathering dust?
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was a necessary measure. Sometimes this is the only way to accelerate the pace of progress. Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. It is a brief moment of suffering for the greater good, and the child would come to understand this in due course. The phlogiston wings are that bitter pill. We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the Kukusaurs offer us. Once the people have embraced the phlogiston wings, they will never look back. Even if they learn how the refined phlogiston is sourced, they will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few Kukusaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion over the skies. But this I had not anticipated. I barely had the chance to introduce the phlogiston wings to the tribe before you found this place.
Your plan was hardly foolproof.
Yet, it can still be salvaged. Chaska, traveler, you are the hope of humanity. I'm sure you have your doubts about my methods, but know that my love for humanity and for Natlan is... You know me, Chaska. And you know that I've always treated everyone in the Flower Feather clan as fellow humans. Surely you can understand my perspective.
Hey, quit the quips! This is serious!
Ulpa, Natlan doesn't belong to humans alone. And truthfully, neither do I. How many times has the Abyss invaded Natlan now? And yet despite how much stronger it is than us, Natlan still stands as a nation of humans and Saurians. Peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days, because social bonds are what hold a civilization together. Weren't you the one? And yet you would break the bond we share with our Saurian companions to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct. How could they possibly understand human social bonds?
Ugh, how did someone like her ever become a writer?
Ha! You overestimate them. They bow to the strong and shun the weak. That's all there is to it. They never gave Tepal a second glance when he was at his lowest, nor me when I returned injured from the... It's all about survival of the fittest for them. Plain and simple. They obeyed me once I proved myself stronger than them, but the moment it serves them better, they'll abandon me in a heartbeat.
You're wrong, Ulpa. They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild Kukusaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones who have nothing else to offer to humanity.
Well, that's too bad. Because I know a few unruly wild Kukusaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. Namely my mom and the others. To us, they're friends, family, even children. So if you want to put any of them in one of your...
Is that right? I knew you might be difficult to convince. Maybe this...
Oh, you are crazy, lady.
Chibi!
Ulpa!
Careful! Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her suffer.
Oh no, that's one of the extraction...
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away. Luckily for them, our strongest warrior and our most powerful ally aren't there to stop it.
Take control? What are you planning to do with Mutota and his supporters?
Merely accelerate their inevitable downfall. They cannot stand in the way of progress forever. It is not the move I wish to
This
make.
is like happened.
But
Like
I'm
a family
afraid
member or
you
something
and
like
your
that.
friends forced my hand. And since you insist on imposing me too, I have no choice but to keep you here until the dust has settled.
So that's what you meant by I just want to talk. You never intended to negotiate. You just wanted to stall us.
No, Chaska. You are the strongest warriors we have. Put down your weapons, and I promise you that no harm will come to this young Sarian. I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so, while my people consolidate their power. Then, I will give her back to you, and you'll be free to leave. As long as the majority supports our vision, even the Pyro Archon cannot meddle in our internal affairs.
Pyro Archon just up out of nowhere.
Your vision is deranged, and the Flower Feather Clan will never support it.
You sure about that? Then wait here and see. Time will tell.
What do we do? Even if the whole tribe fights back, Mutota's in grave danger.
Stop delaying the inevitable! Drop your weapons and get into the cages, now!
She's still holding Chime hostage.
Koya?
Huh? What are you Stand down. No! The realm...
Shower me with the... I'm going in! Huh? Hear the echoes of the valley!
Knock him down. Give up, Alpa. We're negotiating my...
Hey, something's up with this relic!
I got it! Cool it down low.
Open fire!
No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with...
But why? We stabilized the...
Maybe it got damaged in the fight. We don't think of something fast.
No. They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe!
Okay. It's too powerful. But we need to get it far... Koya, remember when we were Don't worry. I know I can... All I need is for you to catch... I can't...
Don't be insane!
Alpa! What are you...
You're a fool, Chaska! Why would you choose such a We cannot entrust the safety of our tribe to this wild
I'm the fool! You really...
Sure, it may be asking too much for an ex-wingless to escape the blast radius but I can fly it a safe distance away. Here. These should be high enough to save the clan. What?
You don't get to die a hero today. Koya! What do you mean, I'm fine? Didn't I tell you to catch me on your back? Accident? Yeah, right.
Chaska, Koya!
How are things looking here? I think that's putting it... I owe you one. Oh, but be honest. Do you still think Kukasaurs can't form bonds?
Mom, I'll figure out the refinement problem. You don't need to I just need some more time. That's all I ask. Please just trust me.
The Flower Feather clan yield to the strong. So it looks like... it's...
Koya!
Yo, that's crazy.
So, you're absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion?
Yes, for the 10,000th time, I'm sure. The blast barely touched her. The reason she fainted was old injuries playing up, compounded by overexertion in recent days. The moment she finally relaxed, all the built-up stress finally caught up with her. And no wonder. Anyway, now you know how we feel when you go off risking life and limb. Your mother and I would both appreciate it if you lived less dangerously. You know she wrote to me from the Masters of the Nightwind, just to scold me for not doing enough to keep an eye on you. If she wasn't so busy with work, you can bet she'd come back here and chew us both out in person.
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her.
You'd better. No more avoiding us, okay? And don't get me started on all the
Got it. You're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talking. What are we gonna do with her, Even after everything that's happened, she still hasn't figured out how to start the conversation. She keeps saying, I don't think Koya has forgiven me yet. But if you ask me, she's the one who's scared to... For all her confidence, she's a very sensitive soul underneath. You'd think as a peacemaker, she must have been a handful growing up. Thank you for being there for her. And of course, thank you for keeping her safe when you were up there in the sky.
Koya, Uncle Cusco, we're here!
Ha! I was just telling her that she's not to go chasing danger with Chaska ever again.
Cusco, I understand how you must feel. But it's all thanks to Koya and Chaska's efforts that the Airborne Workshop...
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask. They didn't hurt you while we were gone.
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, I was out coaching Koya and Junan. The two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, Alpa's would-be revolt didn't really get off the ground. And as it turns out, not all of the wingless want to see our dear Saurian friends replaced with phlogiston-powered gizmos. I'm so sorry you got mixed up in this, by the way. We should have caught on to Alpa's scheme sooner. We could have saved so many Kukasaurs from getting hurt. Most of the Airborne Workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact, and repurposed it as a jail for Alpa and her cronies.
Let's see how they like being locked up in a sky prison.
So, it looks like there's just one last conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker?
I said I had to wait until things had blown over, didn't I? Koya, I just want to say... Huh? Does this mean you're...
There's that family likeness coming through again.
But that day, when we ran into each other... Huh? So then, when did you finally make your peace with it?
Oh, it's Chime and Chimbu. They're here.
And there we go. We finished with that story. Yo, that was twisting, yo. I was not expecting that lady to be defeated.
Stay safe. If you're so tough, why don't you take off my mask?
Okay, wait till I can get the wings. I guess that's all we really got to do now. Alright, chat. This is for me to get out of here. I guess I'll go to sleep all night. But I will see y'all when the next Archon quest comes out. 5.3.